All right. Just sorting the rest of this out. And I think we are good to go. I think we are live. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Haynesy, and we're back for another live stream watch along. It's been a long time since we've done one. It's been about over a month or now. Just been, been caught up with a few things. Just haven't really been able to, all the travel and all that to Sydney for Roosters games and all. Just really haven't had time to do watch along. So bringing them back this week. Obviously, the Roosters got the bye this week, so here we are. How's everybody doing? But yeah, we'll be doing, looks like I did a poll in our broadcast channel on Instagram, and a lot of them have headed indirectly towards both games tomorrow and both games Saturday and Sunday. So looks like we're going to be doing all 7 games this weekend. I obviously won't be able to do Mondays due to work commitments, but at this stage I'll be doing 7 out of the 8 games this week. Thanks to my broadcast channel for that one. If you haven't joined that yet, feel free. Link is in my bio on YouTube, on Instagram. We'll get to the live chat soon, and also, sup, Hamish? How are you, my friend? I'm just setting up the poll for you guys for the live chat with your predictions. Always like to hear your thoughts. There you go. Polls up, lads. Feel free to, by all means, give that a little bit of a hit. Vote for who you think will win tonight. All right. Just let me get set up for a sec, guys. Won't be a sec. Give me about 2 minutes. All right. Almost time for kickoff. About 7:50 is usually kickoff on a Thursday night, but here we go. All right, we'll set up. There we go. Oh, phone's up there. All right, we'll set up we'll go through the team news for both teams. People tipping Newcastle. Wow. Wow, there you go. Don't mind that at all, lads. Oh my God, Zane. Oh, wait till he finds out. He got me early with the chat GPT. Shout out to it. Got me about the Allianz stuff. I actually thought it was true. But anyway, let's go into the team news. Starting off with the home side, the Newcastle Knights. Callum Ponga, captain and fullback, with Fletcher Hunt and Greg Marzoo into the side in jersey 22. James Schiller and Dane Gagai in the centres. Great to see Greg Marzoo back for the Newcastle Knights, especially for you Knights fans. Fletcher Sharp and Jack Cogger are the halves. Tyson Frizzell moves to the front row with Brody Jones. Phoenix Crossland is in jersey 9 and hooker. Dylan Lucas and Kai Pearce-Paul in the back row with Thomas Cart in jersey 15 starting at lock. Matt Croker moves to the bench with Jaden Brayley, Jermaine McEwen and Elijah Salasa Leamona. The 18th replacement player is Jackson Hastings, of all people, the GOAT. And yeah, coach, I don't know for how much longer, but the coach currently is Adam O'Brien. Starting off with the Manly Seagulls now. No Tom Travojevic again. Lehigh Hopewadi had a great game last week against the Broncos. He will be there at fullback with Clayton Fa'alo and Tommy Salau, Tommy Sturgis on the wing with Sabakula Kennicola and Ruben Garrick in the centres. Luke Brooks, Daly Cherry Evans, the captain, is in the halves and halfback. Ethan Bullymore and Jared Savanga moves to the starting side in jersey 15 with Lachlan Croker in jersey number 9 and hooker. Hamole Olakawatu and Burbo, Ben Travojevic in jersey 12. Great to see Jay Travojevic back, potentially a potential origin addition for the former New South Wales captain in jersey 13. Tom Sipley is on the bench in jersey 10 with Jake Simpkins in jersey 14. Corey Waddell, jersey 16, and Nathan Brown, Fence Brown in jersey 17. Replacement player for the Manly Seagulls is Michael Cheekham, and the coach is Anthony Seibold. Nice one, the 12. What about the Raiders win on Sunday, Haynesy? Yeah, well, congrats, but I still think we should have won. The only reason why I say that is because we were the better side for 60 minutes, and then we just kept dropping the ball, and then Canberra, fair play to them. You know, they didn't give us an inch towards the back end of the second half, and they deserved the victory, but I still think we should have won. I'm more salty about that loss because we should have won that game. And I would have been sitting in a bye week very, very happy with myself about the Roosters so far, but unfortunately, that's not the case because the Roosters still don't know how managed to cough up that game last week, and we're sitting in 12th position. Actually, that reminds me, I've got to do my tips for this week. You might get a little bit of a sneak peek. All right, so I'm tipping Manly tonight. Storm to beat the Cowboys tomorrow. I'm tipping the Dolphins to beat the Dragons. I'm going to tip the Wilds to beat the Sharks, the Broncos to beat the Titans, Canberra to beat Souths, Panthers to beat the Tigers, and Bulldogs to beat the Eels. So they're my tips, even though you're probably not going to get any of them right, but, you know, tip responsibly. Who the Roosters got next week? We got Newcastle in Newcastle. So one of my favourite away trips going to Newcastle. I've obviously got family in Newcastle, and obviously I've had some good experiences with the Knights fans, and good stadium there at McDonald Jones. So yeah, can't wait for next Saturday. It's next Saturday night we play Newcastle. Haynesy excited that Sam Walker is coming back. Yes. Now he's back this Sunday. Believe it or not, Sam Walker will be playing for the Roosters this weekend in New South Wales Cup. Obviously, the Roosters got the bye in first grade, so his return game will be in New South Wales Cup. So we have a run around there, which, I mean, great for the confidence just to get the, that first game under his belt, get rid of that cobwebs, a bit of rust that he might have got over, a 9-month injury, but obviously, we'll be tuning in on Sunday for it in between the two games. I will be making sure I'll be crossing over to New South Wales Cup, make sure I am, tuning into Sam Walker's return game, as I'm really excited for it. Obviously, get the conversation going and make your audience part of the experience. Didn't know that was a thing, but yeah, there you go. There you go. They probably on screen now, do they? Well, that's the case. I didn't even know Oh, yeah, there it is there. I see a little chat screen. There you go. That's pretty cool how they do that now. StreamYard never really have done that. Battery getting low. Sorry, bro, I'm off. No worries, bro. Take care. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. So, yes. Didn't even know about the... Didn't even know about the... yeah. See, I haven't... That's why... It's been a while since I've been on here, so... Just want to quickly look at the ladder. Have we got our buy points? I fucking hope so. Ladder. Look at the ladder. Let's look at the ladder. We still haven't got our buy points. I don't think. What's up, Jason? How are you, my friend? Turn that stupid ad off. Ugh. I hate that stupid ad. Look at the live ladder there for you guys. I hate that stupid Telstra ad. It's disgusting. Okay, so Manly are currently in 7th on 14 points. A win for them tonight. Therefore, against will jump the Sharks into 5th position. The Knights are sitting in 15th on 10 points. A win for them can get them as high as, depending on how big they win by, but I don't think they'll be catching either the Tigers or obviously the Roosters get the bye. So the Tigers, so they can go as high as 13 with games remaining. But they can, if they win tonight, they'll go potentially above both Penrith and the Tigers. Also, they play each other. So they might be in the middle of that come the end of the week. Jason says, "G'day, Haynesy, up the Roosters in Queensland." Yeah, not Queensland. Don't like Queensland. It was great to be there. Obviously, I was there at Origin on last Wednesday, and it was great fun seeing the Roosters, seeing Blues win at Suncorp. Always great fun. Just give me a sec, guys. I'm setting up this mic, eh?
Golden. We know forward stocks at the moment have been decimated. No Joseph, no Leo, Adam Elliott, Paul Bryan, Gornsky, Jack Hetherington. I think he's got a nickel. So he's not even playing.
Look at Lincoln. He's a cracker. Great fella. I met him a few times now, but he's a really great fella. Just not far away from kickoff now. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Haynes_YT. Thank you very much for your continued support on the channel, lads. Really appreciate it. 2,626 subscribers. We are 364. No, 74. 374 away from 3K. So yeah, hopefully we can get that by the end of the year. We're tracking nicely, so thank you very much for your continued support on the channel as per usual. Brother's in here. What's up, brother? What's going on, brother? Not too far away from kickoff now. The players are about to get ready to run out. Must-win territory for Newcastle tonight. Also, hearing reports that DCE might miss out for game 2. Might have been dropped, but this is obviously a very interesting game in particular for especially for like the likes of Ponga and DCE. With Ponga, with Reece Walsh back this week, he'll obviously want to have a big game. DCE needs to prove himself. It'd be great to know if you're a Queensland fan. Even after a tough result on last Wednesday, captain comes back to the club, Landon plays 2 incredible games against the Broncos and Newcastle, and then Ponga needs to have a good game because Walsh will. So, and then obviously Tommy did, and tomorrow night we'll have a big game against the Melbourne Storm to prove that he can be the starting halfback. So a lot to play for this week in the lead up to Origin selection, which I believe, because of the King's birthday game on Monday, that the Origin squads will be announced Monday night for both teams instead of usually the Sunday night for New South Wales and Monday morning for Queensland. So Monday night, you will see the team news be selected for both teams for their trip to Perth the following Wednesday. So Manly walk out to McDonald Jones Stadium, which I will be at next week when the Roosters take on the Knights there. Origin affected, but obviously the Sam Walker return game. Hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, he gets through New South Wales Cup this week unscathed. The Glenn Hawke Cup, I'm calling it, because obviously Glenn Hawke is ground announcer for both the Roosters and Newcastle. So Manly come out. Knights upset, Matty. Don't mind it. Tip Manly, but don't take it out of the question. This is one of the games where Manly lose. So they have a good week last week against the Broncos, and the next week they just go to shit. So I would not be surprised. Newcastle will need a win at home. I think they've lost. They've won 1 game at home this year. Same for the Roosters, to be fair. But anyway, so how come the Knights? Not a bad crowd for a Thursday night. Jason reckons Manly won the 12. Yep. Have a look at the poll, guys. Obviously, put the poll on stream. 22 votes, 50-50. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Here we go. Let's just listen to Glenn Hall get into it. We need to hear you, Newcastle. Here we go. We need to hear you, Newcastle. That's a really bad kickoff. But anyway, run away. Are you excited to see Sam Walker's back? 100%, mate. I think every Roosters fan has been just praying for this to happen. It's now a reality this weekend. Obviously not in first grade, but it'll be in New South Wales Cup. But just to see, just every time I see Sam Walker, on the Roosters social training and all that, like they shout the banner and the media team there. They have vids and clips and photos of Sam Walker back at full training. Just gets me excited. And now that, it's confirmed that he'll play this week. It's been a long road back. We've missed him. But now that Sam Walker's back, obviously Nafu White early. Nafu White and Nat Butcher will also be back next week. So when we have 5 players out that have, pretty much close to no injuries, just Origin availability, it's a really nice feeling going into that one. Obviously, it's not nice to, miss out on 5 players, but, we'll get them back the week after. But, just to have our main conductor, our halfback, where we scored a lot of our points off last year, alongside with 2, forwards, especially Nafu White's been probably in form, being our best forward this year. It's going to be very, very interesting. We're looking very good with Walker, Nat Nafa back coming into Origin. How do you think that the team would run with Sando? Now, this is a tough part. Now, I generally believe we're going to go Hugo Savala at 6, Sam Walker 7, with obviously Benaya. I can't really say his last name. I don't want to butcher it, but Benaya, who played hooker last week, he'll start 9 with Sandon Smith. I reckon he'll be a 14. I still think Sander. Oh, holy Kawatu! Just smash Kalen Ponga. Get that into ya. But yeah, so I think Sando will be the 14 in the long run. I just think that's the way we're going to go. Like I still think Sandon Smith is more of a 14 than he's a a 6. So because he's got a lot of creativity, and he's got that little motor that he can just be a handful for tied forwards in the middle, coming on the middle parts of the game. So I think for this year itself, I think it'll work out really, really well having him at 14. Hugo Savala has got a great kicking game, a short side play here early for Manly. Ola Kawatu down the sideline. He is met, though, by the Knights, but the nice little play there from Manly. They start second tackle just over the 40-metre line. But yeah, so Hugo's got a great kicking game. But in saying that, though, you've also got Sam. Obviously Sam Walker is going to be that creativity. We're running there from Subacula Kenicola. Just over Newcastle's 40 now, Ben Travojevic. But so obviously it'll be interesting to see what Robbo does. It's a good selection to have, and obviously if it helps Sandon Smith's great take, Ponga. If it helps Sando's case, he's been goal kicking really, really well. So if Sam Walker's hesitant at the goal kick because of his knee, you slot straight in Sandon Smith, as a goal kicker. Hugo can goal kick, so does Sam Walker, but kicking game alone, we need a big kicking game. Sam Walker can deliver the creativity in the short game, and to be honest, though, defensively I'd be more comfortable with Hugo because of the size of him. He can hold his own. Sam Walker's defense has improved massively. But I just feel like that Sandon Smith might be a bit of a target. And then next week, without Angus Crichton, I think, what we saw in the Penrith game, they just targeted that. Lee Martin just ran Sandon Smith all night that night because, there was no Angus Crichton to protect him. So I think that might be the way we go. But, I'm not Trent Robinson. I don't know what he's thinking. Obviously, the first things first is that we need to get Sam Walker through Sunday afternoon. Get him through unscathed. I don't think he'll be playing 80 minutes. I think he'll be playing 40 to 45 just to get a run for him. And then if he passes that, get him off and then prepare for, his NRL return the following Saturday. Drop Zach Docker-Clay. Good offload from Ola Kawatu. Here's Ethan Bullymore. Well, he was out due to illness last week, but he did play in the World Cup. But I've got a good ball from Ben Travojevic to tap on. And here's Kohler down the sideline, puts a kick in. Cherry Evans is offside, but Lehigh Hopewadi isn't, and he scores. So there's the first try of the night to Lehigh Hopewadi. Manly have scored, and he's hurt himself in the process. He might have knocked himself out, unfortunately. But, the try will be awarded to Manly in the opening 5 minutes of the game. And just keep an eye on, though, DCE is ahead of the kicker here. Does he get within 10, though? That's the question. He's away. He's offside, DCE, but he does pull back. Yeah, I think that'd be okay. But Lehigh scored and knocked himself out in the process. Bad luck there. Bad luck. But yeah, really well done there from... Oh, there's a bubble. Hang on. Hold the phone. Hang on. That's not too... Oh, that angle looked okay. And up. No try. Once you go to the video, it's all over. It's all over, Red Rover. They'll rule it knock on, I think. Yeah, no try. As soon as it goes upstairs, It's not going to be a try. I think that's pretty well established by now. That's really good. Yeah. So they got lucky there, Newcastle. They got opened up pretty quickly. It was a 5-on-2. But unfortunately, the try has been disallowed. Now, has Lehigh been maybe he oversold it because he was Oh, Frizzell. Oh no. He's at the wobbles. As a Roosters fan, do we reckon we should get DC? I don't think we should. I'm still torn on it, eh? Like I really am. Like I'm still undecided. Mainly because I want to see how Hugo, Sam Walker go together or Sando Walker together. You know, I want to see how that goes first. You know, if we struggle or it's not as consistent as we think, by all means, get DC in. But if they work well, you know, I don't really want to risk, you know, losing them just for a year of DCE, you know. Penalty Newcastle. So that's my thoughts on it. So he's a great player, DCE, but like, is it really, really worth it? No, the only way I can see it working is that we win a comp. We need to win a comp the year he's there. If not, it's a failure. So time will tell what we do, but you know, I will make my mind up when I see. Yeah. The only thing we need Sandon either is kind of coming off the bench with Robson. Well, I think that's what's going to happen, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised if good tackle. Even if the worst, you know, even if we don't get DCE, you know, like even we can like mold Hugo Savala into a 13 and play Radley on an edge. I don't know. It's interesting what Robbo does. But that's why, like, you know, we don't really want to mess up, you know, our little bit of a rebuild by just going straight and picking out DCE where, you know, you can see the fundamentals working for us here with these, you know, with this halves combination. It's working. You know, we've won more than we've lost since they're combined together. So Newcastle now on the attack. But, yeah, so I think Watson will be a 14, maybe. Now, I don't think it'll be like Origin where Robson plays 65 minutes and then Watson plays the last 15. I think Watson will come on to relieve Victor early on about the half an hour mark. Phoenix Crossland. Oh, good tackle. Almost scored there, Phoenix. Pong in the dummy half. Tackle 5. Cogger, terrible kick, but it's a good chase, though. And it's knocked on by Newcastle by Kai Pearce-Paul. Just needed a fraction closer. But score remains 0-0. It'll be a 20 restart for Manly. Well, it's going on drop, but I thought it was knocked on by Kai Pearce-Paul. Thank God I'm not in the bunker. I'll go short here. How they go? That's knocked on. That'll be a penalty for offside. Yep. So Manly do get the ball there. I got that one right. Hey. But yeah. So I generally think, I think if Watson plays 14, excuse me, if Watson plays 14, I just, yeah. Oh, Frizzell in that category 1. Oh, he's not playing against the Roosters next week. Thank God. The more out, the better. But yeah, both front rowers for both Manly and Newcastle category 1. They're out for the game. Bad luck. Yeah, Frizzell was in La La Lands. Yeah, the thing with Watson, how he's so mobile, he can play lock, can play hooker, can play anywhere, fill in anywhere. So I think it'll be a really handy 14. Luke Brooks goes for a dart 6 again now for Manly. You live in Brisbane, and what do you think is wrong with the Broncos? Yeah, I can't. Look, I definitely do not like the Broncos, but I just don't know. Like, it's sort of the similar stuff that's happened last year, where they just, their ego and attitude, just sucks. And they sack Kevy, and they bring in, great ball to Oliver. Wow, dude needed to get the pass on the Ruben Garrick. He was through, but he couldn't. Great tackle, Cogger. He's milking that, but he might get 6 again. He does. It's picked up and gone for Marzu, but they'll call back for a penalty for offside. So, good defense there from Newcastle, but they got lucky there, Manly. But yeah, with the Broncos, it feels like an ego thing. Like, and then you see, Reece Walsh firing back at a journo, having an opinion. Well, that's the stuff that the Broncos don't need right now. They're not helping themselves. On-field performances, they're terrible at the moment. Obviously got the Ezra Mann stuff, and then now you got, for a club that big and their catchment area, they should not be disappointing like they are. The fact that the Broncos haven't won a premiership in 20 years pretty much needs to be studied. It needs to be studied. Anyway, fresh set coming up for Manly. This is currently tackle 3. Inside from Cherry Evans to Ruben Garrick. Straight towards the post on tackle number 4. Jake Travojevic into Luke Brooks. Kohler. Oh, look at the speed. Oh, he dropped it. See what he tried to do there. He tried the offload, but then, knocked on. Are you sad to see Dom Young leave the Roosters? Yes and no. I like Dom. He had good moments last year. But, obviously the club's going in another direction. And you can see why the Roosters aren't too bothered about it. Obviously, we've seen how well Marky Mark's going. We can see how well Robert Toy is going. Billy Smith staying consistent. Tupou's Tupou. And obviously, we see on the wing for New South Wales Cup a name called Tom Rodwell, who scored 4 tries last week. He's the future. And I think, obviously we bought him from Newtown. He was part of their premiership winning side last year. So you can see a world here where, they've seen that he's got the potential. It just hasn't worked out with Dom Young. It's a business decision. We're going to stick to our youth. We're going to develop him into a winger like Tupou. You obviously got backup in Junior Ponga, who isn't far away from injury. He's back, almost close to full training. So, we've got options there for when we don't need. So obviously Dom Young will play next week due to Origin, and I think that's the week he'll go to Newcastle the week after. So it's a shame to see him go, but unfortunately, it's part of the business. The club has seen another direction. That's the way it goes. Ruben Garrick down the sideline, draws and passes. Tommy Canicola scores under the post, filling in for Lehigh Opuade, who is off with a HIA, and Manly take first points, and I don't think they'll disallow this one. Hey, my friend, how are you? Thank God. Fuck this ad. I'm muting it. I don't want you to hear it. All right, so Manly's first points. They're in front of the post here for Ruben Garrick. Ruben Garrick. 6 points to nil. Can't do the eagle. I can't do the eagle. How they do the hook. Like Marky Mark, he's been good, but he can't catch. Also, you would like to see when Barry comes back. What will the team look like then? Manu's not coming back anytime soon. Unfortunate, but he's not back for another couple of years. Marky Mark just overthinks his decision making when he's taking a high ball. You know, it looks like he's too keen. Hang on. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, chicken wing, Crossland. He's out next week too. Beautiful. But yeah, back to the Marky Mark. Like he is great. He's a great winger. He's showing so much potential. It's just that he's just a little too keen on these high catches. But unfortunately, it's cost us a few times. But that comes. Like just remember, like Marky Marks come from another sport. Marky Marks come from another sport. And he's still like 10 games into his NRL career, right? He's only played like 10, 11 games. So it'll come, He's still technically a rookie. So these things will happen. At the heat of the moment, you'd be pissed off, yeah. But you can see that, there's a good squad at the moment and good bunch of players that, are definitely improving week on week. So but yeah, Manu won't come back. He signed with a French rugby club. He obviously we all got excited, which I knew all about it because I saw him at training on Thursday. He was at the Roosters facilities on last Saturday before the captain's run. I saw him there. But yeah, so it was great to see him back supporting the boys while he's over in before the off season from the Japanese rugby season, and then before he heads over the pre-season for French rugby. So, but he won't be back this year or the year after. I think 27 would probably be the year he comes back. Or in the year Tedesco retires, Manu slots into the fullback role. I see that's where that's going to happen. I saw Manu on TV when he was versing Raiders. Yeah, it was great. Like I said, it was great to see him there, supporting the boys like any former Rooster player would. He loves the club. The club loves him. Obviously the club allowing him to, use the facilities while he gets prepared for his season over in France. So yeah, big Raiders supporter, and Haynesy, I want you to be honest about your thoughts on the Raiders in 2025 and if you think they'll make the grand final. Look, it's hard to say because we're halfway into the season, so a lot of things can happen between now and the first week of October. So I don't want to say, this team's going to make the grand final, going to win the premiership, rah, rah, rah. But you're showing signs. Like, you guys are sitting second in the ladder, you've won the most wins this season, and, you've just proved a lot of people wrong. Like, including myself, I had Canberra in the bottom four. Obviously wrong about that. Kawatu's just going to make Ponga. Oh, no. Kawatu's on a mission to kill Ponga tonight. He just smashed him again. But yeah, so in regard, like Canberra have had a great start to the season. They obviously how many losses wins you've had? 11. You played 13. You're going into the 14th game. 11 wins, 2 losses, or something like that. So you've won more games than any other team. You've had comeback wins. Obviously, we saw that last week. We saw that. Here's a chance here from Newcastle down the sideline. Kai Ball gets an offload. Here's Gagai. beat a couple there. They're going to try and go back to the right-hand side, but not doing that. But yeah, we've it's still early days, but like I said, the signs are there for Canberra to have a great season. So, oh my God, Schiller just smashed someone. Could you see the Roosters win the grand final if we were being honest? No. I can't see us winning the comp this year. I can see us making a finals charge where we can get to like week 2, week 3 of the finals, but I can't see us winning the comp. Because I don't think we'll make the reason why I say that though, I'm not talking about that stupid, can't win the comp after conceding 50 point stuff. Obviously that's true in that, but I'm just talking about us as a team right now. To win the comp, you've got to. The first thing you need to do is, obviously keep the squad healthy, and penalty comes to Newcastle there. Come final time, you want to be in the top 4. You want to be in the top 4. You want to, like the fact that the Roosters, if they make finals, they're going to be around about that 5th to 8th mark. So then you've got to win 4 games in a row, 3 of them on the road. And I just don't think, we've got the team to do it. We don't have the team this year to win the comp. Like I said, we still have a team that absolutely make the final series absolutely miserable for teams. 100%. I'm still backing us to make the top 8 100%. We're literally going to be level with the 8 this week with the bye. And obviously, it is important that, and then we got Newcastle, a team that's, below us on the ladder. We should beat them, Origin effective or not. Then the big test is when we play the Cowboys, which is a team in the top 8, and we could potentially overtake them. Oh, great ball. Oh, no, it wasn't. I thought it looked like a great offload, but it dived on by Manly. It looked promising, though, from Newcastle. But, yeah, I still think we make the top 8. 5 wins, 7 losses after 12 games. It's where I thought we'd be. I thought, we're keeping our head above water. We're in around that top 8 question. It's very, it's very, very compact. Basically, the Titans are 2 points from the 8 in that, they're currently like 4 points out of the 8. And they're sitting last. Here's Garrick down the sideline. Oh no! Who slipped over? Sheila just dives on the ball out of nowhere. But yeah, so I back the boys to make the 8. And say if we can win 9, if we can win 7 of the next 12 games, probably that'd be enough. Our for and against isn't too bad. It's minus 22. It looked better than it was a month ago. So, it takes that one big win, against like the Tigers or against Parramatta or, against like maybe Newcastle next week where we have like a 20 to 30 point win and then we're back in the positive. So, so we're not there. We're not that far about, obviously 2 points out of the 8 and it's gone all over the place, the ball there, but it looks like it'll be knock on Manly. So Newcastle will get a fresh set here. But yeah, so if I look at the live ladder right now, have they improved it though? That's the thing. Oh, we have. Okay, the live ladder's So yeah, the live ladder, the Roosters are 9th. So I'm looking at the teams above us. We'll start with Manly. Manly are beatable. They've been inconsistent all season. The Sharks are inconsistent. We flogged them in the Origin period. Cowboys have been inconsistent. So we can. Oh, here's an offload. Oh, knocked down, and it'll be that's backwards. That look backwards, and they'll probably challenge that. Cowboys, winnable game. Dragons, easily winnable. We flogged them on Anzac Day. The Dolphins, winnable. We flogged them at Magic Round. South Sydney, they're beatable. Yeah, they beat us in round 5, but they are beatable. The Broncos, we don't play them again, but they are obviously we're ahead of them, but they're awful at the moment. The Broncos just suck at the moment. And the Tigers, We always beat the Tigers. So they're the teams that, and obviously Penrith we don't play again, but we're 3 points clear at Penrith. So, but again, so like all we do, we just got to control our own game. You know, if we just control it'll take care of itself. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But, you know, I'm 100% confident at the 8. I think that Robbo is not doing the best with Spencer. Yeah, I don't know. It's not, yeah. Until he made Origin last year, wasn't really that. Yeah, after Origin last year, he wasn't really himself. But, you know, we've seen glimpses. You know, that Dogs game, he was, you know, even though he dropped the ball a few times, but he was, you know, that presence, you know, in his carries, you know, set the platform. That's backwards. Yeah, it's gone backwards. Good challenge. They'll get the ball back in Manly. So if Titans win, and it doesn't really matter between Dragons and Dolphins, we'll say 9th. I mean, if Dolphins win, we'll go to 10th. If Dragons win, we'll remain 9th. But then we're 1 point away from the Cowboys, and then in the Origin round next week, Sharks play the Dragons. So probably say we need the Dragons to win this week. Cowboys play the Dolphins. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 21 votes in the poll for Friday Night Watch Along. All right, so they want me to do both games. Looks like we're doing both games tomorrow night. But yeah, if we win next week, I can see us in the 8 next week. Oh, so it was Lehigh Hopewada who got the category 1, not the Manly front row. I thought it was a head clash, but no, from the yeah. Anyway, I feel like Spencer could be the JWH in the future. Yeah, 100%. I think Nafu White's becoming that JWH. I think that's how it's working. I think Spencer, they're just going to keep Spencer the way it is. That enforcer off the bench while you keep, you know, you got Nafu White just doing the, you know, just doing the work. So it looks like I'll be doing So it looks like we'll be doing 7 out of the 8 games this week. So thanks for that, guys. So Cole will be playing fullback tonight. Because the top 8 is so congested, you only need like a handful of wins and then, you know, you're right up there. So a little bit smarter and gives away less penalties. 100%. 100%. You know, and Nafu White will be back next week, so massive boost coming in the Origin period as well. Here's Cole. He's looked busy at fullback. He's looked really, really busy. Wow, it's 25 minutes gone already. 6-0. DCE puts it up now. Ponga is in. No, got around 1. Beat 2. Beat Jake Travojevic, but not Lachlan Croker. Here's Marzu. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Thank you very much for your continuous support, as always. I didn't even realize we got 8 new subs. So thank you very much. 8 new subs. Wow, my God, thank you. Obviously, we're on our goal to get 3K subscribers by the end of the season. That'd be very much appreciated. So thank you. Honestly, when Dom Young redeemed himself against Sharks, I believe him and Mark would be great together. Yeah, I thought so too. I thought, yep, keep him during the Origin period. And if he wants to go to the Newcastle at the end of the season, so be it. But obviously, we're going to think of something elsewhere. He'll play next week. We'll play the same combination. I can't see Billy Slater dropping Rob Toy after a solid debut in Origin, where he contained Latrell. So I don't think they'll be dropping Robert Toyer. Here's Brown, 6 again now for Manly. Brooks, inside, brilliant ball to Waddell. There's no one to give it to him, though, but that was a great He's had a great game, Luke Brooks, so far. Brown, DCE, inside. Tom Sipley, he's pulled down. He's got Queensland budgies, which is disgusting. 10-metre line, centre of the post. Brown, Brooks, back on the inside, run the bench, Travojevic. He finds for a gap. He slipped over. Quick playable, though. Croker. Sipley will score. Brilliant work. Even though he slipped over Ben Travojevic, he still managed to get a quick playable. Manly's defense, Newcastle's defense was in 6 and 7s, and Manly 10-0 lead in the first 27 and a half minutes. I think Egan needs to get dropped because not. I think Egan needs to get dropped because not. Nat is back, and I think that Steep keeps his position. What do you think? I think it's warranted, to be fair. I mean, Egan Butcher's still coming back from an ACL injury, but his ball handling. He to be fair though, he had a decent game last week, but he has that error that is costly. That where he just drops it completely. And but like I said, I thought he had a solid game up until that point. Which is the thing, Egan's a good player. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think he'll be dropped next week because of the play, because we're missing Angus Crichton, we're missing Spencer, Lindsay Collins, and Connor Watson in our forward pack. So I think he'll be in there next week. So I'll actually get up a starting lineup for you. All right, so this is my starting lineup for next week. So Tedesco fullback with Daniel Tupou and Dom Young on the wings with Billy Smith and Martin. No one going to need to ask there. I've gone with Hugo Savala at 6 with Sam Walker. My front row of Nafu White and Fiketti. I reckon it's either between Benaya or Zach Docker-Clay at 9. Nat Butcher and Siwa Wong on the edge with Victor Radley. And then Sando at 14 with Taylor Lasalu, Boyd Steep. I call him Boyd Steep and Egan Butcher. I reckon that's where we're going to go next week. But because of last week, I think we're going to start with Benaya. I think Benaya's got the jump over Zach Docker-Clay at the moment. And Zach Docker-Clay's probably going to the Super League by the end of the year. So I think they're going to play Benaya more regularly. DCE, Brooks, Obwadi. Sabakula Kenicola. He went short inside to Ben Travojevic. He's been running those lines today and he's looked dangerous. Brooks again goes for a dash, puts an offload on the ground. Forward pass. Well, that's the first thing he's done wrong today, Luke Brooks. He's not over. No, he's not overrated. Yeah, he's not gone. No, he's not overrated. He does his job. Just Robbo doesn't use him a lot. I like how we're starting Benaya, though. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And thank you to the kind persons who just subscribed to the channel. Welcome. Thank you very much. 265 away from 3K. Oh, that Schiller's dropped it. Yeah. What has happened to Newcastle, man? It's not the final 7 until half time, but they just have not been. What's happened to them this year? Who they beat in round 2? Oh, they beat the Dolphins. Yeah, that was their only win at home this year. I think Robbo is going to think DC is like Kronk, and he's nowhere near that level. 100%. Like the fact, and I've seen Roosters, and I thought of that straight away when we first thought of it. And that's what and Roosters fans said, and then you realise like there is no comparison between DC and Cooper Cronk. I mean, DC is a great halfback, don't get me wrong, but like Cooper Cronk's Cooper Cronk, mate. Like DC hasn't won a premiership since his debut year in 2011. It's not like he's been going consistently winning comps like Cooper Cronk did. So, like I said, I'm leaning actually to, even though I'm on the fence right now, I'm sort of leaning towards no. Like I'm happy with Sando, Hugo Savalo, and Sam Walker in the long run. You know, like, and even if I'm happy with the 3. There was a lot of knock-ons in this game. There's another error there from Manly. Come on, Newcastle. See some points in this, for God's sake. Eight minutes out from halftime. That wasn't the best time to be for a Roosters fan. With Cronk. Oh, wasn't that the best? Oh, 100%. 18-9 was the best years of my life. I think Robert needs to allow young players to start on because pretty much did a great job against the Sharks. Well, they will be. They'll be all there. He has, 100%, mate. He has seen that. Yeah, it was. Yeah, obviously. But the thing, he has been. What do you think, Foketi, Blake Steep, as I call him, Boyd Steep, they're still in and around the team each week. He debuted Rob Toya, and he's played 11 games this year, and he's debuted State of Origin. Dangerous tackle. I don't think it's too bad, but it is over the horizontal. It would just be a penalty, in my opinion. Pardon me. Did you go to them finals? I went to 18 and 19. My first ever matchday vlog was the 2018 grand final. If you want to check it out. Oh, there's going to be more. Both on report. Yeah, that's what I meant. On report. No further than that. On report. Get on with it. I think Garrett will go for goal here to make it 14-0. No, they're not. Yes. No. Make a decision, please. Make your mind up. Got a stoppage here for a nice play down. Getting some treatment. We've had 800 viewers in the first half. That's insane. Thank you very much, guys. Seven minutes out from halftime. Do you see the world where the Roosters win the comp in the next 5 years? Yeah, I do. Here's what I think about this, right? So next year, if we do sign DC, we're automatically in the premiership window. But I can see a world with the development of Hugo, Sando, and Sam Walker, we can win the comp in the next 5 years. Not to mention we get Reece Robson coming next year too. So I can see a world where we win the comp in the next 5 years. Kohler. Oh, he breaks the tackle. Oh, he's going to score. Oh, in the end. What a run. Crossland saved the day. Juggle, TCE. Olakawatu, big and strong. He'll just barge over. Olakawatu. Oh, that's just too easy. 16-0, yeah. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, man. Oh, Newcastle. Oh, Newcastle. They stopped in the line. I don't think that's going to make any difference to that. They're no involved in the play. They moved back. Oh, that's a try easy. They won't disallow that. Shouldn't. They find a way to, but try confirm. Thank you. Common sense prevailed. The Manly fan cam. So what is a few of them up there tonight? A few of them up there in Newcastle. Look at the Manly fans there. They're happy about it. Yeah, I reckon we'll go close next year. Well, with the roster we'll have next year and the year under their belt, I reckon we'll be in the premiership contention. Like when players come back from Origin, we got cursed again. I don't think we got cursed because we played Canberra. We're not cursed against anyone else. It's just Canberra. Oh, he's at the post. No Sam Walker in Origin. We've missed him enough this year. He stays in the Roosters. He stays with the Roosters. Four minutes out from half time. Oh, Kai Pitts Paul lined him up there from the kickoff. DC, Garrick, Palms, beats Schiller. No, he recovered well, Schiller. Flopped on there by Cogger. It wasn't a curse. It was more about poor handling. Our poor handling, our errors, let them back into the game, and because we're that tired from defending our line for pretty much an hour, we just ran out of puff in both of those games. We complete our sets, don't complete at 65%. We win both those games, period. It's just that little 1% that we're not getting right. Either it's discipline or errors. That's getting teams back in the game, and then we're that fatigued. It's not because we're not fit. We're a fit football side, but just that mental drainage of defending your line time after time after time after time. It eventually catches up to you. And good teams like the Bulldogs and the Raiders, they'll scrap for everything. And they did. And then they got their chances and they took them. Poor night for the Knights so far. 16-0 down, 3 minutes out from half time. They keep, I'm looking like I'm watching the Roosters game with their errors. But they've just been steamrolled. Yeah, Manly's defense has been good tonight. Almost there at half time, guys. If you guys want to check out the matchday vlog from the Raiders game, by all means, please do. The vlogs have been crawling a little bit this year. Last few weeks. Like even the Origin vlog got 900 views. Normally, Origin ones get like 2-3K, but at that time of the year. Oh, Sipley, short. DCE's put it down. Play on there, Olakawatu. Well, it's too late. They can't go back to if he's knocked on or not, but sit, restart. Oh, that's going to kill him. I feel like we can go close this year because of how good we've played against the teams with that much mistakes. The only team I knew we could lose is the Storm. Not even that. Melbourne aren't even playing that well either. They had their good games, yeah, but they've had some poor performances. So never out of the question. Like, I know if we hold the ball, we can beat the Dogs. If we hold the ball, we beat Canberra. Kick from DCE. Oh, bad luck. It was on. The vision was there. But, like, I think we can. If we hold the ball, we beat the Dogs. If we hold the ball, we beat Canberra. We hold the ball and take our chances, we beat the Warriors in New Zealand. So, it's thereabouts. We just need to see that on a consistent basis. That's, I mean, anything's possible. I can see a world where, we're in the, obviously the second last round of the season. We're in a good run of form towards back into the season. Go down like we did a couple of years ago. We went down to Melbourne in form and we beat them. So you never know. Like I said, there's still another 3 months, still another 12 games to go. There's 13 weeks. We've got another 12 games left. So there's plenty of time. Great ball. Just couldn't get that offload free. Fourth tackle. Manly, are they going to keep Newcastle scores at home? Yes, they are. In the first half, it's like the third straight week at home. They've been held to 0 at home. There are some problems in Newcastle. And that's half time. The Knights fan's been booed off at half time. $16-0 at half time. And the fans are letting them know about it. All right, guys, I'll take a short break during the halftime, guys. Thanks for watching so far. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the other side of halftime. It is the Knights 0, Manly 16. We'll be back on the other side of halftime. Until then, we'll see you then right after halftime. All right, we are back for the second half. Thanks for sticking around, guys. 16-0 to Manly over the Knights. Rook kept the team less against Sharks when we first we could have beat them. Yeah, true, but we still dropped like 16 errors, so I get it. But anyway, I reckon we'll rest them maybe Sunday. Following Sunday after Origin 2 because of, the 5-day turnaround again, but we play on the Sunday, but they're going to travel back from Perth, so maybe. Honestly, we could have kept. Yeah, we'll see. We need to hear you, Newcastle. Manchester United.
Here you go from Joanne. Caption: Knights manhandled.
Ooh. Come on, what do we got? Get my bum cheeks off this fucking seat. Give us something to get excited about.
Bumblebee tuna.
Bumblebee tuna, my ball showing.
Getting close there. Giving the battlers
Get me
something
off
else to get
fucking
excited
seat. You have to
for.
worry about my balls popping here.
Hashtag reignite the rivalry.
Come on. Aim up. I said attack with your defense. Channel some chief level shit.
Chief. Only positive about the Knights is Glenn Hawke.
See, this is what the Knights should be doing. Be like, oh, what's fucking Croker got an injury here?
Daniel said, show us your nuts.
Oh, shit, nuts.
Chris said, can I just have a birthday wish for the Newcastle Knights to win tonight?
Oh, is it your birthday today, Chris?
I think he said Saturday.
Saturday, is it, mate? Oh.
I'll see what he says in my comment. Give me a sec. Not much time in this game anyway.
Bumblebee tuna.
Wow. Hear that? Fletcher Hunt to the centres, and Schiller's gone back to the wing. Nice. Look at this. Why the fuck are we not entertaining the thought of keeping this man at club?
Croker out dummy half. Brown. Brooks.
Chris just asked, hey Link, what do you think the Knights of old would be thinking of this performance?
Oh, bro. They would be, you'd have your absolute gentlemen ex-Knights.
Big Bommy. Oh, God, no. Garrett got it cleanly.
Said, mate, can I give you a call? Give me your thoughts, mate. What do you think of this? Because, boy, oh boy, it ain't good. Who do you reckon would, comment away, what Knights old boy would absolutely have given these blokes a ribbing? Apart from Joey. We all know Joey would have just been fucking filthy. That's what we need, eh? You need that ultimate competitor player. Like, who is that at the moment for the Knights? Who's that guy that just demands excellence?
The Mad Dog. Chief, easily.
On every play.
Easily the Chief.
Oh, the flying mullet would have got underneath that. That's the one downside of it. For all the great stuff Ricky Marzu does for us, like if that was Fletcher Hunt. So I'll tell you what, it's going to be a battle.
Short of the 40-20 there.
Brennan said Chief. Michael said.
Come and join me in here in the night we take on
Silver tail bastards.
Andrew said Steve Simpson. Daniel Matthew Jones.
Oh, here's a chance now. Kai Pierce Paul. Here's a chance for Newcastle. Oh, he's going to be no scores. Here they go. They're in. Newcastle finally scored.
Queensland team. Gross that is.
Well, it was a hard watch when they played the Broncos.
They needed that, Newcastle. Great ball. Kai Pierce ball in the gap. Fletcher Sharp's got too much pace for Tommy Talau. Thought he was going to get him there, but he breaks away right at the end. Newcastle had to score first after halftime. They have. Finally, they had to score. Oh, the Matildas are on too. I'm going to have a look at that. Score in that game. Oh, no, not the Matildas. Australia and Japan. Zendo playing?
However, the Samurai Blue arrive in Perth without some of their biggest names. Rested with the job already done. Does that play into the Socceroos' hands tonight? Or will this next generation?
Oh, that's starting now. What? So 16-6 now to Manly. Ba ba ba, good times never seem so good, so good, so good, so good. Tommy Talau coming off. So injuries galore to the back line for Manly. Oh, he's got a boot in the chin by accident. So Tommy Talau for a HIA. So they've got Lehigh Buati out for the night. Now, it looks like Tommy Talau will be spending the next 15 minutes with a head assessment. See if he passes that. Oh, the back fence. Let's have to try to get Newcastle back into it. All right. Just about to start. Here they go. Look at them. Look at them now. They're all coming out the second half with more energised Newcastle. Here's what we want to see as a neutral. We want to see a good game here. Got 23 in the chat. How is everybody doing? 360 away from 3K. So we are. Growing there slowly. Slowly but surely, of course. That's offside. Get him onside, ref. I'll change that allowance because yeah. Marsley's been solid. Kogi too for Tommy Slayer, so he can come back. Looks like Ben Travojevic has gone to left centre for Manly, so not a bad option there. The trainer's in the way. Quick play the ball. They found a player offside there. Did they get 6 again? Brayley with a great run. Sharp from the inside of 40. It's just a settler there, but the defensive line is set. They sort of need the crowd involved in Newcastle. It looks a bit flat, even though they're only down by 10. Under half an hour to go. Cherry Evans to Olakawatu. Good defence there from Newcastle. They got out of the line very quickly to shut that down. You don't want to see Olakawatu in space. Brown. Yeah, good defence there. Good defensive set from Newcastle. Inside their own 40 here, Manly. Cherry Evans looks for a 40-20, but it goes straight down the throat of Caleb Ponga. He turns it inside to Marzu, the wind up. He'll get over the 30, and it's a great kick return from Greg Marzu. And it feels like the momentum's starting to swing towards the home side. Schiller again. Beats it a couple. Oh, and he put it down. Just as I say that, Luke Brooks. He's away. He sees a bit of space. Passes to Ruben Garrick down the sideline. He comes back infield. And Schiller, who made the mistake, makes the tackle. But they are going to be, yeah, that's 6 again. Blatant 6 again. But they've got numbers to the right. Here's Tavanga. That's the thing. Newcastle started the set well. They started the last 5 minutes. They felt like the better side, but then an error invites Manly back down the other end, just as they're giving him a compliment. So this is tackle number 2 for Manly. Right side now. Cherry Evans, short the Olakawatu. Again, the defense, they're in numbers. They need to. They can't get him one-on-one because it's almost read over. DCE now, looking for someone to come under. Tavanga does. Beats 1, beats 2. Can't beat the 3rd, but he'll still push backwards about 5 meters out from the line on tackle number 4. Sinking in the dummy half. DCE short to Cola, somebody call it Cola. Tackle 5 now for Manly. We'll go to DCE. Brooks a little bit under pressure, but the defense backs off. Back to Bullymore. Back to Ben Travojevic. That's around 1, and last tackle is now. Cherry Evans got caught in the dummy half there, but Luke Brooks is there, and that's a terrible kick. Easy for Fletcher Sharp, and yeah, they got away with one there. Oh, the 18th man was activated, so number 5. Is it number 5? What's his name? I forgot his name. He debuted against... Who did he debut against? He debuted like the other week. Fletcher Hunt. Oh, no, get up and score. Yes, he does. Oh, well done, Fletcher Hunt. He scores. And Newcastle are back in it, 16-10. He's onside. Clean take. Well, yeah. Oh. Well done. It's a great try. Newcastle, well, I told you that they looked a better side the last 5-10 minutes, and they've been rewarded with 2 tries back to back. Still 25 and a half minutes to go. There's plenty of time. And Newcastle are back within, potentially 4 points. Clayton Farlord's has been beaten on that end there. Gagai goal kicking. Oh, there you go. Gagai's goal kicking. Oh, he's got it. 16-12. Yes. They needed that, Newcastle. So 16-12. Oh, look out. Awkward bounce, but again, all of a sudden, 25 minutes ago, Newcastle were back into it. The crowd's back into it. And Manly, with, HIA galore, just haven't been able to establish themselves in the second half. They were cruising at half time, but the Knights have got full of energy. I haven't seen it from them in the last couple of months. Maybe against the South and Penrith game when they had no one playing against them, pretty much. They only mentioned Thomas Vujovic. I mean, yeah, Lehigh Opalati was HIA, but so was Tyson Frizzell. Doing it without Frizzell. So it's been a great, resilient second half from the Knights. What's Manly's response? Newcastle. Imagine they do that to piss off the Manly fans. That'd be funny. We did that last year. That was fun. Bullymore. Go Blake Darlow. Cherry Evans now. To Cole up. Wasn't doing anything there. He still shrugs off Hunt. No, he's pulled down the 40-metre line. Tackle 5. Cherry Evans has kicked it out in the full. What was he doing? What was DCE doing? And yet people still want DCE, man. They're that confident to get him. Here's Gagai. Down the sideline, Schiller. Down the sideline. Back inside, no one there. It's play on, though. Newcastle will have it, and they're going to call. Knock on. Knock on. They got a challenge. That doesn't look like a knock on. Schiller down the sideline is very dangerous on the right hand side. It's been touched by Newcastle here. Yeah, good call from the referee. I didn't see a knock on live. Bad luck. It's a light touch, but it's a touch. Well, but that's what they can do, Newcastle. They got speed to burn, man. They got speed to burn. They need to use it more. Watched the NRL when I was in Vegas. Really enjoyed it, but we get no rugby, so came on YouTube to find it. I appreciate you coming along. Unfortunately, I don't know if you're from the States or not, but the NRL are very, very strict on copyright. So I can't even. I'm not really the NRL, but like all the broadcast networks. So we can't broadcast on live on the YouTube. But I obviously do watch along, so I can sort of explain what's happening to you. But yeah, so if you want, search up Hector. Oh, intercept! Oh, knocked on though by Manly. That was intercepted and they knocked it on. Wow. They got one away when they're Manly. But yeah, search up Hectic Fred on kick. If you know the kicks. Oh no, it's tap back from Miller. From Hunt, sorry. So yeah, if you have kick, the streaming service kick on downloaded or on Google, search up Hectic Fred. He does live stream most of the games on his Discord and that. If you have nowhere else to watch. I know he's done it on Twitch before, but Twitch copyrighted it. Here's Brooks now. Brooks inside again. Back to Kohler. Kai Pierce Paul slipped over, but it's a quick play to ball for Manly. Tackle 5. Brooks to the short side. Finds a bit of space. Gets through. Gets an offload away to Riddell. And that'll be changed over. Tackle 5. Tommy Talau passes HIA. Ponga now. Marzu's away. Garrick's trying to get him. He can't. Marzu's away. That's forward. The Ponga passes off the ground. Is that play on? They still get back here, the Knights. Manly travel back and support. Oh, how they not score there, Newcastle? But Cogger pulled down on tackle 5. Ponga. Long ball to Schiller. Fletcher Sharp, sorry. Now the guy. Now Schiller. It's a try and Newcastle are level. They all look the same. Schiller and Sharp and Hunt, they all look the same mullet. But Schiller does score. Damo the flag man's happy. And Newcastle come from 16-0 down. They are level with under 18 minutes to go. How they almost bombed that, but they went to the right on the tackle 5. Marzu, he's been great in his return. Beat a couple. That was definitely questionable to Ponga. Pass off the ground, which was also questionable. But at the end of the day, the tackle was complete here on Cogger, which means they can't go back to the original infringement there. So it's play on. So Ponga gets the ball to Sharp. Sharp goes long, cuts it out to Gagai. And Gagai's got a 2-on-1, the draw and pass, and Schiller's in the corner. Try confirmed. And Gagai's got a kick from the sideline to put the Knights in front. Beautiful work. Good finish. Good put down. Crowd's up. They're happy. So what have Newcastle had at half time? Tell you what. Big kick here for Gagai. Gagai swinging it back. It's just out to the left-hand side. So it's 16 all. Yeah, no worries, Kev. No worries, my man. Yes, Christian lad, my boy. Continuing my legacy. Oh, it's play on. Oh, it's probably knocked backwards. Penalty, all tackle about the ball. Oh, okay. At a shooting star. Oh, what? That's the penalty for tackle. Oh, that's like Brian Totter's on that was like Totter's in Origin. Well, that's a sin bin then if that's the case. It was like that in Origin. My God. Better words you say. All right, so 15 minutes to go. Manly probably shell-shocked that it's 16 all. Jake Javovic to Cherry Evans. Back inside to Waddell. Can they get themselves back together here, the Seagulls? Here's Tavanga back in the game now. Inside the last 15 minutes. They have a ball game at 16 all. Who would have thought that at halftime? It was 16-0 to Manly. Simply back on. That's a great carry towards the post. Tackle 5. Cherry Evans now gets it to Brooks. Oh, they got numbers. Ruben Garrick. He's tackled. What a great tackle, Jack Hogger. Oh, and he's hurt himself too. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's no good. What a tackle, though. Look at this. He was in the hole. Bang. Just chopped him in half. Try saver because he had to make it overseas. He just steamrolls over the line. But Garrick's hurt, but it looks like he's okay. Trying to run it off. And Newcastle, even though they're defending their line there, they're going to be stuck on their line. Gagai with a much-needed carry over the 10-metre line. So that penalty, Manly trying to tighten the screws here. Newcastle struggling to get out of their own 20 here on tackle 4. Big kick required for the Knights. That's tackle 5, 25 out from their own line. So great defense for Manly this set. Ponga from his 30. Tries to go kick as long as he can. He's actually found a great kick there. It's a great kick. In the end, it's turned out to be a great kick that saved the set. And Cole with a great kick return, though. The answer back 32 metres away from the own line. With 13 minutes to go. Oh, he's away. He's away, and DCE's into the clear. Fletcher Sharp's after him, and he's going to get him. He's too slow, DCE. Sharp runs him down. But danger for Newcastle. Tommy Talau. Oh, my days. Oh, that's soft. Oh, soft as butter, that one. And Manly, they were down. They somehow are back in front. That's a great run there from Manly. And then DCE got run down by Fletcher Sharp. But nothing doing this play. Nothing doing. Tommy Talau gets it, just steps back on the inside. Fletcher Sharp. Oh, that's poor defense. 2 of them just arm grabbed. That's terrible. That is terrible defense. Oh, Turbo loves it. But oh boy, wowee. That is awful defense. That is awful defense. Eleven and a half to go. Hang on, I'm fixing my mic here. There we go. Mic's on. We're good. So, Garrett from in front of the post. Oh, trying to get the ball in the hill. I love to see that. That's pretty cool. So, 22-16. There's still 11 minutes to go. But Tommy Talau, Tommy Sergis with the try to get him back into this. 16,000 in the crowd tonight. Please, first half Eagles and second half Knights. Well, that's what it looks like. Watching from PNG. Well, thank you very much, my friend, for tuning in over there in Papua New Guinea. My God, thank you. It's not a bad kick there from Newcastle. Goes in a touch inside their own 10 for Manly's line. Still 10 minutes to go. Well, not 9 minutes. So, not out of this yet. Ben Travojevic now. Need a fourth and area here, Newcastle. Tell you what, though, gutsy effort from Newcastle in the second half. It's a good run, Sipley. Down the ground to Marzu. He's had some good kick returns and need another one here. So 8 minutes to go. Hunt now. I think, he's playing in the centres with third tackle. Short Kai Pearce-Paul. Needed someone offload it too. Couldn't get it. Takes the tackle. Just short of the halfway line. Short side play Brayley. He's acting sharp. Sharp looking for some options. He steps around one and he'll be pulled down 35 metres away. Tackle number 5. Well, I think a try that worked in the second half is a crossfield bomb to your man Hunt. It's too deep for him to get there, but it'll be a great kick regardless. Inside their 10 here, Manly. Just need a little bit more shallower for a chance for a contest, but in the fourth area here, they need to. Tommy Talau, did he score the match winner? With 7 minutes to go. Tackle number 3 now for Manly. That's his milking from Tommy Surges. Is Blake Darlow / Ethan Bullymore. DC now. Shapes the kick. Passes it to stubby caller Canicola. And he's pulled down short of halfway. On 4th. Tackle 5, sorry. Luke Brooks. Just a settling kick down to Kalen Ponga. He'll take a 15 out from his own line. Crossfield pass. Numbers this way. That's gone with Gagai. Can he see a bit of room? He gets around 2. He can get the pass out to Schiller, but it is met by good Manly defense in the end. Luke Brooks, the man who kicked the ball, had to make the tackle. Now Newcastle go side to side here. They got some space, but shut down in the end there by Manly. Tackle 2 on the 40-metre line. They go to short side play. Cogger, he's got no one to give it to. No one with him. And he gets smashed. Croker to Ponga. Ponga to Kai Pearce-Paul. Ben Travojevic did well there. Good offload though. Gagai, he's got space down the sideline for Schiller. Look at the speed. Shoves in for a double. And Newcastle has scored a long-range try. And the conversion coming up for Golden Point, perhaps. They had to get him there. They had to get Schiller the ball. And Kai Pearce-Paul has delivered that. They've gone coast side to side this set. Kai Pearce-Paul, for all money, looks like he's going to get tackled by Ben Travojevic. Offload the sharp. Gagai, situation. One-on-one with Schiller, one-on-one with Luke Brooks. He's got the pace and didn't draw and pass. In support is Fletcher Sharp. And he backs up the score. He's second of the day. And Newcastle are with 2 points behind. Gagai with a kick coming up next to the post for leveling it up. Cracking game to open up the round 14. Go, guys. Nailed it. We're level. So 22 all. What a second half. 22-6. 16-0 half time, by the way, to Manly. Three and a half minutes to go. Can they get at the golden point, man? Newcastle. They got the momentum. Third tackle, 25 out from their own line. Newcastle chance up. Fourth tackle on the 30. Needs to be a big kick here. Ponga gets in a bit of space. Beats a couple. Still going, Ponga. He'll get him to the halfway. It's not a bad set after points. Almost in 6 again, but not going to get one. Cogger. He'll put it up. Down the ground, the collar. 15 out from the line, he grabs it. Gets over to 25 away. From his own line, 3 minutes to go. Well, we all know DCE in range usually slots him. You got to get DCE close. We've already seen a draw this year between the Cowboys and the Panthers. I'd love to see another one. These two teams have drawn before. Manly drew last year against the Warriors, and they did the year before against Newcastle. Just a little bit of a stat there for you guys. Well, Cherry Evans. Will he have a go from 40 metres out? He's standing there waiting. No, he puts a bomb up. He waits for the right time, DCE. Well, that's almost high, the Schiller. Luke Brooks got him high there. No call from the referee. The whistle's gone away. And this. Oh, hospital pass from Ponga, but great take there, Marzu. That was a hospital pass. That went low. Here's Hunt. They've all got mullets in Newcastle. What's happening up there? Tackle 3. Gagai. Great run, Gagai. He straightens up. Not through Ben Travojevic, though. Had to make it. Had to make it. Ponga. Great run. Offload. Goes to the ground, but it's play on. Back to Gagai. He'll get to the halfway again. Well, I don't think Newcastle will get a chance before half golden point unless they got a short side play. They're away again. One was taken out. Sharp was taken out. Sharp got taken out here. Oh. And Newcastle got no challenges. Wow, they missed one. 53 seconds to go. They missed Fletcher Sharp being taken out without the ball. They never let go after he kicked it or passed it. So it should have been Newcastle's penalty. But now Manly going to go down the other end. Well, DC is going to be in range. There's 32 seconds to go. Cherry Evans, he's just saying to Devanga, get me to the post. That's a good carry. Fourth tackle. Tackle 3, 24 seconds. They'll get time for one more here. A big charge required. Nathan Brown. Oh, he's met with a great tackle there from Kai Pearce-Paul. 15 seconds. DCE, he's about 41 metres away. Here he goes. No, it goes back to Luke Brooks. Brooksy has a go. How's the look? It's wide. Just wide. And we're going the golden point. How close was he? Just drifted away anyway. 2 seconds left. They got 2 seconds left. Now, one play, take the tackle, don't drop it. Giving it to Ponga. He'll just go to ground, surrender the tackle, and then we get ready for a massive golden point to kick off round 14. Oh, please. Can we get another draw? It's a draw. Both the teams are even. It's a draw. Both the teams are even. Let's put the points and now a number.
What do we got? Oh, fifth tackle. Daddy like this. Oh, Daddy like this. Daddy like it. 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 With the money show, Max McIntyre, mate, it's a massive fight card here. You fought on the last try card. How you feeling about this one? Oh, since my last fight, I've leveled up so much. And, you know,
Golden point, extra time, baby. I want to see a draw. Just so I can play the draw song. Here they go. DCE will put it up. 10 from the line. Schiller with it. Come on, draw. Come on, the draw. Mazu. And he's been playing well. Come on, the draw. Come on, the draw. We want the draw. Here's Gagai. Gagai. Ooh. Hey, the ball goes all over the place. Crossland now. Ponga. Dylan Lucas. Tackle 5. Will they have a go? They're inside the Knights half, the Manly half. Ponga will just put it up. Got the tap back to Ponga! Newcastle gonna do it! Is that Ponga's first try of the season? And what a time to do it. Newcastle have won. Wow. They come back from 16-0 down at halftime. Newcastle have won. Well, we don't get the draw, but what a moment for the The season potentially for Newcastle. Was that the turnaround for him? Out of nothing, Ponga just puts a kick up and Hunt again, he's made it a handful tonight under the high ball. Taps it back, try confirm. Ponga picks it up, right place, right time. And Ponga scores the match winner for Newcastle in Golden Point. Who would have thought? Wow. Oh my God, what a game. What a game. All right. I think that's me tonight, guys. Thank you very much for tuning into the stream. Muchly appreciated. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Haynesy_IT. Thank you very much for your continuous support to the channel. A lot of people did vote Manly to win, but 43% of you did tip Newcastle. Congratulations to it. 1,700 concurrent viewers for the night. So, yeah, thank you very much. Over 20, nearly over 40 subs throughout the stream. So, thank you very much as usual for your continued support. Really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, it's goodbye for now. I'll see you tomorrow night for 2 watch-alongs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.